If your KitchenAid freestanding ice machine is not making ice or the water runs into the reservoir non-stop, the water level sensor could be the culprit. I'm David with AppliancePartsPros.com, and today I'll show you how to test and replace it. Don't worry if this is your first time working on an appliance. It's easier than you might think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by getting our tools together. For today's work, we'll need a 1/4-inch nut driver, a multimeter, a light, and a towel. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Don't forget to unplug your freestanding ice machine or turn the breaker off. The water level sensor sits inside the water reservoir and it works off temperature, not pressure or a float. As water fills the reservoir, it climbs up the sensor and the sensor tracks the temperature change along its surface. Now, there's no reliable way to test this part with a meter, but we can go over a simple symptom-based check. If the water valve keeps running and overfills the reservoir, or it doesn't fill at all, these are the red flags. In that case, unplug the ice machine, find where the sensor plugs in, and disconnect it. Then plug the machine back in and start a cycle. With the sensor unplugged, the board should default to a timed fill. If it starts working again, that's a strong sign the sensor's bad. If you still got ice in the bin, do yourself a favor. Lay a towel over it. The screws in the ice machine are stainless steel, which means they're not magnetic. Drop one into the ice, good luck finding it. Drop one into the drain at the bottom, even worse. Trust me, I have been there, done that. Unplug the grid connection along with the bin thermistor. Then remove the screws holding the grid in place and slide it out. Start by removing the drain cap at the bottom of the reservoir. That'll let all the water out. You'll see 2 connectors. Unplug those. One goes to the motor, the other goes to the water level sensor. From there, you'll need to remove 3 screws to free the motor assembly. 2 on the right and 1 on the far left. Next, take out the 2 butterfly screws holding the reservoir in place. Then push the reservoir downward. Now reach into the bottom of the reservoir and disconnect the circulation tube from the motor. Once those are out, you can lift the whole motor assembly straight out. You can replace the sensor by pushing it out of the slot and pushing the new one in. Here's the old water level sensor and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Make sure to position it so that the wiring is in the right place. Once that's set, reconnect the circulation tube and slide the reservoir back into position. Now for the fun part. Since the screws are stainless steel, they're not magnetic. So here's the trick I use. I take a piece of tape, stick it into the head of the nut driver, and use that to hold the screw in place while I position the motor assembly and get the screws started. Secure it with the 3 screws, then plug in the 2 wire connectors. Now, reinstall the 2 butterfly screws. Don't forget to put the drain cap back on the bottom of the reservoir. Install the cutting grid, attach the bin thermistor and grid connection, reconnect the plug, and you're done. Nice work getting that water level sensor swapped out on your KitchenAid freestanding ice machine. If you ran into anything unusual or just want to share how it went, drop your story in the comments. It's always good to hear how these jobs go for you. And if you need any replacement parts, just head over to AppliancePartsPros.com with your model number. Most orders ship out fast and show up in just a few days. Thanks for letting us help out with your repair. We'll be here for the next one.